Hello, you fat, greasy cum dumpsters and keyboard warriors. My name is Mosey, and welcome to something. I don't even fucking know, honestly. Actually, hold on a second. I am the dumbest person alive. I did this when I recorded the other one. Okay, so what I just did right there is I plugged my headphones in my Blue Yeti so I could listen to myself talk, so I don't sound like a complete fucking idiot. So what you're seeing right now on your screen is my idea for a podcast. And the whole podcast is going to be some sort of, hour-long thing that I do every day. No, not really every day. I might have a schedule for it. I may or may not have changed my mind about leaving. Because there are a lot of factors I brought into play when I thought about leaving. Like, ooh, there's another idea where I could just, gain the knowledge as I go. And then, I have school in the way, then it fucks me over because I can't do anything, and it's like, maybe not. So, school is a bitch. And there's a guy named, what's his name? I'm so sorry, I couldn't, I couldn't remember because I couldn't, pronounce, I thought it was Digital Space. It's Digitalians, it's called, Digitalian Space. This guy is fucking cool. I'm sorry I forgot your name for a second there. It came to me. I remembered the digital space thing. So this guy is fucking cool. When he messaged me and said he thought I was leaving completely, and no, I'm not leaving completely. I was just gonna, stay in dormant for maybe a month or so, 2 months, 3 months. It was like 4 months. I was gonna be back on July 17th to 16th. I made a video and my intro was, hello, you stop fingering your cousins, go mark your calendars. I'm going to start doing those from now on instead of my usual intro, because it makes it less awkward when I'm talking to somebody. I do my intro and they're like, oh, that was fucking cringy. It's always cringy when people do their intros in front of people, because the other person is super fucking uncomfortable. So this guy in Digitalian Space, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Please correct me if I am not. I subscribe to him. I suggest that you do as well. He changed my mind about leaving. You should go thank him because, I don't know. Fuck it, dude. Not really fuck it. I'm just talking, like, random shit. So, he messaged me, left a comment on my video and said, don't give up. Please don't leave. You have a YouTube voice. And he said I had a voice. It's like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. What the fuck am I doing? I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. Alright, so he commented on my video, and he mentioned, am I leaving, or am I going forever? And I said to him, no, I'm not leaving forever. I'm just, stopping until school calms down and everything like that, goes away. And, a bunch of friends commented, like, no, a Craver team, no. And then I kind of changed my mind, and I didn't really want to do that anymore. I'm on the video right now. I didn't want to do that anymore. It just kind of, when he commented, I mean, I checked out his channel from, he made a video about Trendkill when he left. And I know I watched his videos, and, I may or may not have commented, and I watched it, and I liked it and stuff, and, I just got off his channel, and I was like, wow, what a fucking cool dude. He's probably the only guy I've seen on YouTube that directly, talks about Trendkill, and I fucking love Trendkill. I'm still subscribed to the dude. He said he might do a podcast again with, his buddy, and I cannot wait for that. He left for better opportunities for his family and more money. And I could see why he would do that, and it makes a lot of sense, and I was still very sad about the whole ordeal. So I was legit, like, depressed after I saw the video. Like, I heard about it from my brother, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's Trendkill, he's gone, he's gonna come back again. But no, he was legit, like, an hour-long video. He restarted his camera multiple times. I was totally cool with that. But he an hour-long, talked about how he was never coming back to YouTube, or he may or may not, because it's Trendkill, you never fucking know. But he looked super legit. Like, it was super duper, like, serious. I'll leave the link in the description for Trendkill's goodbye video. The title is The End of an Era. Goodbye, YouTube. And even reading that title makes me feel so fucking sad on the inside, because at one point he had a lot of subscribers. Like, he had around, oh fuck, I like to say like 700 to 600,000 subscribers. after he was gone for the long duration of time that he was, I think he was gone for maybe, oh, the video, yeah, he was gone for maybe a year or 2 years, and he lost so many subscribers. He has 154,548, and that's a lot of people still, but he doesn't have half as much, you know, viewers as he used to. And if I go down, the first couple of videos that he made were, I mean, not first, but, you know, the first videos that blew up on his channel were the Skyrim build guides. And the first one was an assassin build, and that video got 982,000 something. I need to go find that video. I'm on his channel right now just looking through stuff. It's almost here. I can almost see it. It's somewhere. I'm just stupid. I'm sorry. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna, oh, man. And I got another thing to talk about here. Hold up. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? I can't find it. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. The audio probably clipped a lot right there. Holy shit. Okay, so he made a two-parter for the assassin build on Skyrim, and that video got 982,174 views, which is, holy shit, that's a lot. That was the first video on his channel that blew the fuck up, and during his long talk about how he's never coming back, he mentioned that video and how it all blew up, and how Machinima fucked him, and how there's a guy named Rish, that fucked him over. And it was just a really sad video overall. And I really, really, really want Trendkill back. But I know he's not coming back anytime soon because of the stuff that's happened. And he needs more cash. And that YouTube's not going to work because, you know, the income isn't as great. And I'm fully okay with him leaving because he needs more cash for his family. He has 2 kids. And it's like, holy shit. Like, for the time that he was gone more than a year, because if he was getting another kid, then he's gone more than a year, more than likely, or 9 months. I don't even know. I'm having a hard time speaking right now. I got back from school, oh shit, maybe 2 hours ago? Holy dicks. So yeah, I may or may not be back. After this video, if I upload another thing talking about stuff, I don't know. But I'm just really skeptical on whether or not I should leave due to the fact that I already made the announcement video, but in that video I didn't really run over everything that I wanted to talk about. I kind of skimmed over like, yeah, maybe, I was really unsure at the time. Actually, I was very sure at the time that I wanted to leave, but then again, I was very not sure. And just now when I started up the recording, I felt so alive! I felt so goddamn alive! I felt so alive when I started the recording like, the last time, because I was making up like phrases and words that just came off the top of my head, and it was so fucking fun. And even right now, it's super duper fun. But even when, I think here's my issue. I have, you know, I'm really anxious at times, and I have, you know, some ADHD problems and all that, but I'm really not good in public. I mean, when I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, I was super good. I met people. I was like really zany and loud, and it was super cool. But right now, in my adolescent, you know, time, and I'm super goddamn nervous around people. Like, even when I turn the webcam on, I shit my pants because I'm really, really nervous of being judged. And being nervous about that kind of stuff is very common. But with me, it just, I can't speak properly when people, you know, look at me visually. I mean, I'm really good at, you know, listening. I'm really good at talking without, you know, visual help. I'm really good at that. Like, that's how I talk to people on Skype, because I don't have to, you know, intimately talk to them with my face. I'm not really good with my face. My hair, my fucking man tits, I'm not cool with anything about me. And it kind of sucks, because when you think about a person, you think about like, oh, this is what they look like and this is how they want to be. It's like, no, nobody's happy with who they are. Even if you're a fucking supermodel that weighs 98 pounds, you're blonde, you have huge tits and a nice ass, you're still not happy, because that's how fucking humans work, dude. Nobody's happy. What am I fucking talking about? The only reason why I'm probably talking about this is probably because I'm just a sad little fucking decrepit 14-year-old that has way too many emotions running, or I'm having a real psychological breakthrough and I need to shut up and let myself finish. I don't even know, dude. I probably just, the thing that was going through my mind at the time was, oh man, Trendkill's leaving, so he gave a lot of good advice about how you need to, do things about editing and all that before you go on YouTube, and it's like, well, that worked for him because he had, the time to do all that stuff, and I don't even know how he did, because, during school, I take my meds, I run out the door, and it's like, oh, man, I gotta go do some school shit, and after school, I'm fucking drained, because the meds give me headaches, I pass out, sort of, maybe a little bit. When I sit in my chair, I sort of just flop over. I used to take, 2 tablets, now I take 1, because, 1 is less painful, and it helps the same. But when I took 2, I was like fucking hyperdrive, staring at walls at the max, like I could listen to anything. I was like a fucking sponge. But when you're a sponge, it's really hard to communicate with people and get your feelings out. And when I was doing all that shit, it really, really, really did some, shit on me. For a few months now, I've had this thing that was in my throat. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it is, and I want to go get it checked out, but it may just be me overreacting over nothing, because usually when I go to bed and wake up, I forget about it, but when I finally remember it, it comes back, and I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm just kind of like that giraffe from Madagascar, but then again, this is a bit weird. When I was at the dentist, he mentioned my throat being a bit red, and that scares me a little bit, because I'm a very nervous person, and I don't like being unhealthy. Even though I'm a fluffy motherfucker, and I'm fat because, I'm fat. I like food. But, when you feel something that you haven't, felt in your body, like maybe a pain or like a bulge somewhere that's not supposed to be there, I'm not talking about your dick, it's really fucking scary because you don't know what's going to happen or anything. Or you could just be fucking, nervous about nothing, and it could be nothing. And you could just be, overreacting over air in your lungs and shit about that. Like, you could forget how to fucking breathe, for Christ's sake. I may just be overreacting a little bit. I'm going on about random shit. This is what happens when I record. Like, I have no idea what to talk about. Then when I finally find something to talk about, I fucking forget about it. But when I start up shit like this and I start talking, all the things that I think about just spew out of my mouth. Okay, so the thing I want to talk about the most is I'm more than likely not leaving. I'm probably going to stay. I'll do daily uploads of me probably just talking. I'm still going with the fact that I want to get my computer upgraded if I do play games. And if I do play games, here's the thing. Here's how I'm going to do things. I'm going to do commentaries, and my main focus is more than likely going to be... don't laugh at me here, but I want to play more horror games. And don't shit all over me for saying that, because many people have started out with horror games, but I've never really played any of them, and if I have played some of them, they're really, unwell done, shitty indie games that didn't run well on anything. Like, I could start up fucking The Hat Man, Shadow Ward right now, on, medium settings, and it says my CPU's at, 40%, and then the game's lagging like a motherfucker. And that more than likely is my graphics card, because it is a fucking duster. I need to get a new graphics card. I need to get a new power supply. My processor's fine. See, I fucking ramble too much. Man. I'm watching videos about Johnny Depp right now, and I just, oh my god. I might just close out of Chrome. I'm getting too distracted. So I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I led you guys on. But here's my main big issue. I want to do stuff with other people on YouTube, but it's just that there are a lot of ignorant people. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean to offend people like, you're fucking stupid, you have no idea what you're talking about. But when people on the internet don't take your advice, and people that you know don't take your advice, even when you're trying to be an honest, good friend, and you try to help them out. I'm not talking about one specific person. I'm talking about multiple people. When you try to help somebody out and they just fuck you over, and you're trying to be a good guy, not a narcissistic asshole that thinks he knows everything. This relates to a situation that is more than likely related, but I'm not talking about one specific person. Fuck me, it's hard to talk about. I just like it when people take my opinion into consideration. And it's super hard for people to do that because of the way they think sometimes. mostly because they like their own valid opinion, and many people like their own opinion for, because it's their opinion. But if there's another person that knows a bit more on the matter, then don't judge them because they know things. Don't insult them because they know what they're talking about, because that's just kind of a dick move. So if someone says, like, okay, dude, if you wanna do some stuff with me, I mean, you kind of need some better audio equipment, or yeah, dude, if you want to play this game, you have to, bump it up a little bit in your computer specs. And when you say stuff like that, I mean, this has happened to me multiple times. People call you out for being a dick and saying, no, my computer's not shitty, you're just an asshole. And they call you an asshole because you're trying to make them look stupid. And that's just not the case. And this goes for everything that happens on the internet. I mean, I'm not really talking about computer stuff in general. I'm talking about things that happen all over. And, like, if you know something about fucking black holes, and somebody commented how wormholes and black holes are the same thing, and if you explain to them that they're not, and you give them proper, advice, I'm just pulling this out of my ass here. I'm not bringing this from some sort of conversation I had. If you try to, correct them politely, and they come back with a fucking force of greasy, cum-ridden hands, and they just start typing on their keyboard, "You're such a dickhead! Why would you do that? Oh my god! I'm just trying to have fun here! It was a joke!" And, you are a decent person, and you politely say, like, "Oh, I wasn't trying to offend you. I wasn't sure if you were joking or not. If you were, I'm sorry. Or you could come back with, "I wasn't joking, you fucking prick." Don't be an asshole when people are trying to talk to you. Why did I say asshole like that? Like I did a really sharp S. Don't be an asshole. That's my whole entire thing for this video. I mean, it started off with me saying that I'm not leaving, but then again, it kind of turned in with me saying that, like, don't be a cock. Just kind of, work with people, man. Just fucking work with people. Don't judge them for, the shit that they know. If they know stuff about decorations and they tell you, like, "Oh, your fucking wall is bland. Go get some posters, you cock." Don't judge them because they know shit about decorating. It's like, one day they could aspire to be a fucking construction worker and they could build your house, for Christ's sake. That's the kind of thing. You can't really judge people for stuff that they know because, they kind of already fucking know that they're good at what they do. And if they think about, like, wow, I'm getting pretty good at this, that's not them being narcissistic. It's them appreciating their own mind for absorbing that fucking knowledge, because, that's how people work. When people see something that they like and they want to learn how to do it, they learn how to do it. That's kind of how it works. That's how fucking Isaac Newton discovered fucking force and motion and all that shit. He researched and gained knowledge and all that. He didn't just fucking look at a billboard that said, move, the word move, and he deciphered the word move for like 50 fucking years, and he's like, "First law of force and motion, inertia." My main concern, here it is. Don't be a dick. I'll put that in quotes and put it in the description. Don't be a dick. If my webcam was on, you'd see what I was doing, but I was, like, moving my hands forward and moving my mouth forward and, like, opening my eyes wider, and I'm too used to the camera being on. I'm just not a fan of the camera, man. You can't blame me for not wanting the camera. But, oh yeah, I totally forgot about the thing that you guys can see. I may or may not have talked about moseycast already, but it's a podcast, I mentioned this probably already. I'm a fucking idiot. But it's a podcast where I or someone, it says with friends maybe, and I don't want to call anybody out or anything, but it's really hard to do a podcast when you're on Skype and shit, and when one person doesn't have the correct amount of audio, and they keep, like, shifting around, like, here, like, there are people that don't understand how audio works, and here it is again. Like, I know shit about audio, and the people are gonna be, like, in the comments, like, "Stop fucking making fun of people because they don't know anything." Like, God, dude, you'd have to be a narcissistic dickhead. I'm not being a narcissistic dickhead. I'm just trying to give people advice. Polite, friendly advice. And I am really weird about giving advice, because when I try to, people, like, shoot me down immediately and stab me in the knees and call me a bitch because I know stuff that they don't know and I want to, help them learn. Like, if I were to teach my my little sisters, how to build a computer when they turn 10, if they call me an asshole for trying to teach them something, then that wouldn't make any sense. And it's kind of the same thing with other people, and how, like, oh my god, I'm getting off topic again. So, when people give you advice, or you don't have the proper, go-to stuff for a pod... What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, so moseycast is with friends, and if we're going to do a podcast, here are the 3 things that you need to know. I'll do a podcast with fucking anybody. Anybody that offers that's not a fucking 40-year-old rapist in their basement with a trailer full of dead children. Here's how it's going to go. You need to have proper audio. You need to have, no background noise, because that really irks me, even when I have a bit of an echo in my room, because, it's a bit open. I need some sound padding. I need some sound foam and all that, and I will get that up eventually. And I do have posters on my walls. My wall's not completely bland, and my room is a fucking mess most of the time, so I need to do everything to get that cleared. If I'm going to do a podcast, like, there are different things, like, you could go on Twitch and turn on your webcam and get a friend on Skype, you could do whatever the fuck you want. I'm totally cool with doing podcasts through Skype if you have another person on there, but for God's sake, if you don't have the correct audio, if you're, like, talking through a fucking tin can, I will kick you in the vagina so hard you'll fly to Mars. It is not even funny. Oh my god, so many people are gonna get pissed off at me for saying these things, and I really don't want to get in the awkward conversation of them saying, like, so you were talking in your video about audio quality, is my audio quality okay? And I can't answer that question because I'll feel like an asshole for answering it, and if I say no, then I'd be lying to you. And it really sucks. I mean, this whole entire video is making me look like a narcissistic asshole. I'm using the word narcissist a lot. I'm, like, trying to be a little self-absorbed. It's like, oh, man, people are gonna judge me because I know something that they don't. It's like saying that Stephen Hawking is a cock, or, he's an asshole, or he's a dick because he knows how black holes work and stuff. It's knowledge that you don't have, and you're jealous that he has the knowledge of that, and so you put him down, so it's kind of not really a win-win. It's kind of a lose-lose all around, because you get insulted, and then they feel bad for themselves overall, which kind of sucks. I just spit everywhere. I know the struggle now. When you talk for this long, it really sucks. 22 minutes and 14, 15, 16 seconds. Oh, man, I've been talking about a lot of issues. I feel like if I just do this video and I get all the issues out of my head, it'll make me feel a lot better, so just bear with me here. I'm not cool with doing stuff with my webcam. I don't know why. I'm just not cool with cameras. I'm cool taking pictures with people, like selfies and all that shit. Just ask me if it's okay. Don't fucking come up to me and talk like, oh, hey man, what's up? Yo, dude, it's a special event. You want to take a selfie real quick? Okay, dude, snap the picture, fucking runs away. It's like, okay, dickhead, thanks a lot. I'm just not cool with cameras that much. I'm not a huge fan of them. Sometimes I look at people's videos and they don't have a webcam, and I ask them, it's like, well, why don't you have a webcam? It's like, oh, I'm not cool with cameras, and I never used to get it. But now that I've turned my webcam off, I'm totally chill. But when I have it on, I always, need to, look up and make sure it's still on and everything, and I feel really self-conscious. That's why I brush the fuck out of my hair most of the time, because I'm scared of what people will say when I fucking come in there. This could be a podcast by itself. Sorry, I just popped your fucking ears. This could be a podcast by itself. I may just put this video, I may just make this a full hour of talking for, this could be moseycast. You could have been watching a moseycast the whole entire time and never even knew. Oh man, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. This is, it says with friends, maybe. So maybe is a yes or no thing. It's kind of like saying, in a video game, you have, yes and no, and then you have no and yes. So you can either click yes and no, or no and yes. There's really no win-win. It could be maybe yes, it could be no, it could be no, it could be yes. I made no sense right there, and I am sorry. Okay, since I'm talking about stuff that pisses me off, let's go to the second thing, which is, ignorance. Okay, I think I already got into ignorance a little bit during that whole entire thing, but just, yeah, I already went into ignorance a bunch. Just don't be a dick for the first one. Just don't be a dick. Okay, that's a way. Number 2, people that try to be better than you, even though they're a huge sack of shit. And here's my thing. If people, even in real life, or, on fucking YouTube or Google, I'm just going to talk about in perspective of real life. Okay? If somebody comes up to you and they say that, you fucking suck dick at this, so I'm going to judge you because I'm sort of good at it and you're sort of not. And this goes for, like, things in school and, you know, fucking artistic stuff. Like, if you're not good at drawing and someone else is, if they come up to you and they judge you for not being able to draw a fucking stickman properly, then they're just, you know, they're the narcissist in that case. Like, if someone insults you because you're not good at something, then you can use the word narcissistic. But if someone else knows something about it and they try to give you polite advice and they don't insult you whatsoever, then don't put them down, because you are the real asshole in that situation. And people go and they just fuck with all other people's plans, and it's not nice. I'm using a lot of the words I thought I'd never use. Not like bad words, but words that my teachers use in like 3rd grade, like, don't put people down. But like, insults really fucking hurt, dude. And when I get insulted, I really have no way to respond, because sometimes they're true. No, but yeah, sometimes when people insult you about your imperfections that you know about, it really fucking hits you deep, because you really have no idea. Oh man, are people home? Swear to God, if people are home and they start talking in the middle of the fucking hallway and just like, oh man, did you hear about that queer Garrett in his room doing a podcast or some shit? Oh, thank God, nobody's home yet. Don't blame me for getting up. Oh, my dog's moving around. My dog's sleeping on my bed. He's never done this in a while. Oh my God, I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, but Iowa right now is so much hotter. It is 60 degrees and I am dying. I'd like to turn on my fan right now, but I know that it'll be way too much noise for you guys. It'll be annoying as fuck. I need to get a new fan, because old Krusty over here is dead. Old Krusty over here is pretty dead, so I need to buy a new fan. And I want to clean up my setup a bit more. And man, I want to get a new table. Honestly, like, I don't even like this table at all. It's one of those white tables, you know, those white fucking, you know, tables that you bring to, like, family reunions. Not the ones that have seats attached, just the regular white tables. This fucker is wobbly as shit. Like, even if I touched it with my index finger, my lamp is like wobbling right now, and it really makes me mad. I want a proper wooden desk again. And I had a wooden desk, but it was falling the fuck apart. It was like a $300, $200 desk, and it was pretty nice at first, but when I put it together and I put it up, it was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude, this thing's pretty solid. Then like a year later, it starts crumbling and falling apart. The fucking drawer, I got the drawer out of the desk. Okay, I makeshifted a fucking dresser, which looks sweet, but then a week later, the fucking drawer door came off, and I have to makeshift a tray now, which I was gonna do anyway. I was gonna take off the front panel of that, and I was gonna attach like wooden, you know, shit to the part where the door used to be. I was gonna like screw in shit and do a bunch of handyman stuff and make a tray or another cubby for other shit, and that's way cooler than what, you know, a normal drawer can do. You can just shove shit in and, you know, push it in. And I'm not really handy. If I try to like put a shed together for you, it's not gonna work. Hold on, I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off because I'm dying right now. Okay, so, man, after I took, fucking damn it. Oh, okay. So my Blue Yeti came, my Blue Yeti came on, oh, fuck me. My Blue Yeti came undone. Yeah, that wasn't fun. How long has this video been going on for? 28 minutes? I think I'll keep going for a bit. I said an hour. How fucking crazy is that? An hour? I made an hour-long video before, but I was occupied doing other things other than talking. Oh, which was way more fun. I mean, back then I had way more fresh ideas. Like, with guys like Trendkill, I'll mention Trendkill one more time. When he struck gold with the whole character guide thing, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, what stuff do I do on my channel that nobody else does? And I thought, like, wow, everyone already fucking does what I do. Everyone already makes Let's Play videos and does all that shit. I need to find a golden, awesome idea that sticks out. Sorry, this mic is very close to my face. I need to find something that sticks out and yet is still very fucking cool to people. Which is very hard to do because you literally have no clue. Everything's already been done, like the fucking Harlem Shake, the Gangnam Style. Some Korean dude did that. Psy. I mean, I know who he is. Why am I saying Korean dude? It's just, everything's already been done before. When you try to start stuff like on YouTube, I say it's always better to start early and get as many fresh ideas as possible, rather than staying and thinking about it for 3 years while everyone else on the internet is like, oh my god, this hasn't been done before, let's do it. And then they just shit all over you and take your idea, which, you know, I'm going against my own word and shitting on people about shitting on you. That's shitting on me. I don't shit on me, please. That's some freaky shit I'm not into. That was a pun. My phone just vibrate? I apologize. Oh, man. I have a very tough time with my phone. I'm gonna turn my phone off of vibrate, because that's a... Fuck you, phone. Stop. Alright. It's really hard to find fresh ideas because everyone's already done them. Like, Trendkill, I love Trendkill. I know this was his fresh idea. This was his breakthrough. Don't judge me. He did the character builds, which was cool, and I learned a lot of shit. I played Skyrim for like a full 4 years of my fucking life, and and it wasn't a waste either. Lots of people tell me that I wasted my life on that game, which I did not. That game was probably the best game I've ever played of my days. Ever. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, fucking Shadow of the Colossus, best game ever, 10 out of 10. I like games that are so fucking long that they take years to complete. Games like Oblivion, Skyrim, and Morrowind, well, not so much Morrowind, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but those games took so long for people to completely beat that it wasn't even funny. And it's cool, because Bethesda spends years making games, and when they finally come out, people are like, wow, I'm about to take, like, huh? What the heck? Is there someone at my door? Holy shit, there's a bird pecking at the side of my house. Listen. Can you hear that? Hey! Get here, birds! This is mine! Holy shit! The fucking bird that was pecking my house flew by my window. That was fucking baller, dude. Hold on. Wait. This is my house! Get out! I think they left. We had a really bad, like, birds pecking on our house, like, when we moved in. Like, we painted our house, you know, we did all that renovation shit because, you know, the house is pretty 5 out of 7. Not 5 out of 7. It's probably 5 out of 10. That's a pretty moderate, you know, place, but it's not the ideal place that my family wants to be in right now. And I mean, we're gonna move out eventually, you know, when we get shit started up again. I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. Fuck you. Let's get back to people being assholes. There's a lot of stuff that you need to know before going on the internet, and I know that I sound like a fucking guide in craft. Oh, Craft was my element in my, you know, school when I was really little. Fuck me, why did I just say my old school's name? I'm such a dumbass. When I was in kindergarten, I was in this class, not really a class, because you don't really have many classes. I was in my school just doing whatever, because, you know, it was easy. It was kindergarten, for Christ's sake. I was still learning my ABCs. And we went in and we watched this video about being safe on the internet. I think it was at least. I mean, I've either seen a video about learning stuff on the internet from you know, kindergarten, or I went to a legit one. I'm gonna have to ask a friend because I really don't remember, but here's what I remember. I remember walking in there, I remember sitting down doing crisscross applesauce, all that stupid kindergarten shit, sitting down and having them pull down a projector and all that, and putting on this video about how you need to be safe on the internet, and it's like, oh, don't reveal your name, address, or anything about your past, which I just did. I quoted my school's name, and it's really awkward to do that shit. Like, I don't even know, man. That's really scary to, like, a 50-year-old pedophile could watch this video, come to that school, and just wait for him. But I'm not there anymore, so, I mean, I should be less scared, shouldn't I? So, they sat us down and they pulled that down, and the video came on, and just basic shit like, and then it was like, don't send pictures to strangers. And then I asked afterwards, it was like, what do you mean by don't send pictures to strangers? And they didn't respond. And I right now, when I think about it, I already know what it meant by don't send pictures to strangers. It's like, oh, don't send your penis to 40-year-old men on the internet, guys. Even though back then, like, it took like 30 minutes for something like that to process. Not really. Man, it was around like 2005, 2004. It was like 2 years before the first iPhone came out. Yeah, it was like 2 years before the first iPhone came out. So it was like 2005. I was still in kindergarten. And, sending photos to people back then was way slower than it is now. I mean, I could send a picture of my penis to somebody on the internet in like 0.2 seconds. Immediately, like on Facebook, I could post like on my timeline, like, oh man, had a nice time at the beach, just free balling as much as I want. And I could post a picture of my penis, like, just chilling at the beach, letting it all air out. And then, like, I could get 30,000 reposts, and pedophiles come to my house and, have some fun with me. Get the suntan lotion, just go ham on them. So, being in the internet is a really, really weird ass, thing. And this is going to be one of those, remember the Illuminati Confirmed video I did? This is basically a remake of that, but more sophisticated and more about genitalia. Man, I should add music to the back of this, because I know it's going to be fucking boring without any sort of, music. I'm going to find some sort of audio I could put behind this to make it a bit more bearable. I may or may not, because, sometimes music ruins the fuck out of videos. Like, I go to people's videos, and the music is so loud that you literally can't even hear them. Like, here's how it is. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome to... They have, like, that heavy-ass dubstep over, and you can't even hear their commentary because of how fucking loud it is. And they keep playing, and they think that everybody can hear them. When they edit, they're like, oh, man, that shit sounds fucking turnt, dude. Upload that shit. And then they upload it, and everyone's like, dude, I can barely fucking hear you. You sound like a penguin stuffing his face into a person's asshole. And then he's like, no, man, the audio messed up. Don't blame me. I totally didn't notice that before I uploaded and said fuck it anyway. I didn't go back to edit it more and re-render it because, I'm just that good of a content provider. And I've seen many channels that have, like, I don't know how many subscribers, like 1,000, and they make videos, and they don't even go back to fix that shit. They just leave it there, and, they get like, oh, here's 3 views and 2 likes. Fuck yeah, dude. Gonna go get some pussy tonight. And they make those, and then they expect people to, like, dude, check out my content. Fucking hardcore, sure content up in this bitch. Too loud so you can't hear my dumbass voice. Ho, 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 ho. And I know I'm going, you guys are like, well, dude, you're going against your own word, judging people. It's like, I'm making jokes here. I am entertaining certain people that watch this shit. Watch me ramble. If you've gone 38 minutes of me talking, then I'm pretty sure that you don't give a shit about what I say. These are jokes, people. It doesn't really matter what year it is. It's 2016. Get used to it. It's not like you're offended or anything. You can be plenty offended about plenty of shit. Like, if I make a rape joke that's super dark and super violent, like, 9-year-olds. I love 9-year-olds. Like, that shit, you can get offended about that. You can, like, but legit, when it's just a joke and, like, in real life, I would never go out into public and say, I love 5-year-olds and I want them to all over my body. I would never do that shit because it's not true and I'm not that fucking crazy. Like, people like Filthy Frank would probably do that shit, but they have massive testicles that I can barely walk with. And they just do that shit for a living because, they think it's funny. And it is funny. It is funny to me. I have really dark-ass humor. And you need to leave me alone because I'm a very, very emotional little teenager. And if I get insulted, I start crying and masturbating like really furiously. It's very violent. It goes like, that episode of Family Guy where Chris got a Red Bull from Peter and he masturbated so fast that his dick lit on fire and he ran around the backyard. Oh, the shit I talk about. But really... there's really no reason for my ramblings. I just kind of do it because I can. This is going out so well. Man, oh yeah, I forgot. The whole point of this video So, I don't know if I talked about, oh man, I really want to go check back and see if I talked about this already. It would be so fucking awkward if I already did. Oh god, if I did already talk about this, I'm going to jump cut to the ending of the video. If not, then I'm going to talk about it. So, this part of the whole entire thing is going to be about editing softwares. I've gone through many editing softwares where it's like, oh yeah, you need to pay $30 a month to be a part of this, you know, this community that uses the editing software. And I know that in big companies like fucking, I don't know any companies, fuck, I'm not good at companies, like, blah blah Dick Sucker Studios and, you know, Big Booty Bitches Studios, like, you know, people that make porn, like Brazzers, like, oh man, we use Adobe Premiere to, you know, we make porn movies, you know, 30 minutes long, we cut them down to 4 minutes, so the cum shot's way more visible. So when people pay like $1,100 for a full editing software, that's for how much Adobe Premiere is for a full license and upgrade from CS5 to CS6, from, you know, CS3, 4, you know, whatever the fuck. And it costs $1,100 for, you know, a full license and an upgrade, and for, you know, a full year, it's $360, which the common man, if you're like a photographer or a videographer or whatever, and you have your DSLR and you're just out taking pictures for fuck shit, whatever, you're just, you know, fiddle fucking around with your DSLR and you're just taking pictures, you know, making video in 24 FPS, you know, normal 1080p, whatever the fuck. You spent $1,377. I don't know why I'm going into detailed numbers, but you spent that much on a DSLR, okay? You go out and, I don't even know if it's a DSLR, like, okay, a Canon, you know, whatever the fuck. I don't know camera models. But you go out and you take a bunch of pictures, you know, and all that shit, and then you're like, you go back to your place and it's like, wow, Photoshop is $700. I'm gonna go hang myself in my closet and leave a note to my family. That's how it feels when you find an editing software and it's like, wow, this must be open to everybody. Nope, you have to pay $700 for a full license and a blowjob from for the CEO. So I have to suck a guy's dick and I have to pay $700. That is a hell of a deal, guys. What do you say? Let's go over and just grab the, you know, Adobe CEO and just choke on his massive cucumber. I don't know why. Cucumber jokes are always funny, but things like Sony Vegas and Adobe Premiere, and like if you want to buy the full fucking package of Adobe, it's probably gonna be more than $1,500. It's that insane. And I know that high production companies that make, like, you know, the shows like The Walking Dead have plenty of fucking revenue and money to spend on that shit. They have millions of dollars. But the common man that buys cameras and, you know, on his, like, that's the razor fucking edge of money he has to use. He has like fucking $800 to his name for food, electricity, heat. And he doesn't want to waste $800 on a full license for a fucking editing software, then living in a box selling photos for $5 for every month. Like, the common man doesn't want to waste that much cash on an editing software. And that's why people pirate, and that's why people go into Pirates Bay and get shit, because they charge so much cash for shit. And then there are people who go and pirate because, you know, fuck it, I can get it for free anyway. And the whole reason for people who pirated shit in the first place is because, well, those companies make enough money already. If they have enough money to spend on everything else, they can, you know, they can afford this. They can afford to lose maybe like 1,000 customers, and it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. But then other people are like, "Oh, that's against the company. That doesn't show the company that you love them." It's like some people are like, "Fuck the company. They make plenty of money." Do you think they care if a couple assholes go and torrent shit and, you know, put it on websites like Kick-Ass Torrents and all that? I mean, I only know these websites because I've been on them before. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Every person and their mother has pirated before. And, you know, I'm on the internet constantly. What the fuck else am I supposed to do? No, I just, you know, I illegally download midget porn from Kick-Ass Torrents all the time. It's all good. I'm usually, I spend my days on a site called efucked.com, which is basically adult humor for adults. But, you know, I'm not a fucking adult. I understand that. There are 9-year-olds that know what a clit is. And that's scary shit, dude. Really scary. I don't know why I said real. I forgot the why. That's really scary, because there are generations that know about, you know, oh man, you know, this is a penis and this is how you do it. That's like people from the 70s. Right now in 2015, here's how people in 2016, 2015, oh man, I saw this rockin' hot babe with a huge ass, and it's like, whoa, dude, whoa, dude, she had, like, oh, man, I could see her asshole through her jeans. Whoa, dude, she looked super hot. I could, like, visualize myself, you know. I was undressing her with my eyes and fucking her with my mind. It's like, I used the power of my mind to see people naked. It's like, oh, man, I'm a superhero. Our generation is so fucked up. Like, our whole entire generation has, like, spawned, like, child murderers that kill their family and people who go out and, like, rape dogs because they can. And we are probably the worst generation of people. And the people of, you know, the fucking Revolutionary War that killed each other over land because, you know, everyone back then were just racist. Everyone back then were just a racist, everybody. Fucking racist. Apparently I turned into a gay boxer named Fruit Punch right there. Oh, man, I've been talking for like 45 minutes. This is fun. I don't know why it got so fun all of a sudden. I could have smashed all this up. I could have, like, brought apart all the stuff I've talked about in this one video and put it into a separate, like, series. Like, I could have made 12 videos out of this one 45-minute period, and that would be a dick move and a good move at the same time. Then I would have more videos on my channel, but then again, I could have just uploaded this big, long-ass, you know, comment. Oh, shit, I just hit my mic stand. Big-ass, long commentary about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, and I don't know. This just kind of happened, dude. Leave me alone. I don't even fucking know. So yeah, I'm gonna end this off here. I've been talking for 45 minutes, and I'm getting a bit tired. I'm not getting like really like, oh man, I'm ready to fall asleep. Kind of tired. I'm just kind of tired of, you know, talking. I've ran out of stuff to talk about. If I do have anything left to talk about, it's mostly about, you know, 40-year-old men coming over to ravage me. But you know, I'll put that on Craigslist, and you guys can go check that out. Thanks for listening. I talked about a lot of crucial things and a lot of stupid things in this video, but I burned some energy, and I've been burning off the medication this whole entire time. So thank you for listening, and stop finger fucking your cousin. All right, later, guys. Have a good one. Lick a penis. Okay, bye now.